Welcome back. All right. Team Canada, Team Czechia. Here we go. This was a pretty entertaining game, but yeah, Canada was not being denied in this one. Even though it looked like early I might have needed an Akbar magnet, it did not end up touching this board. So Garand was tested early, and he was tested early in each period. I thought he did well today. Good back and forth early on as well. The hitting was ramping up early. Both the Czechs and the Canadians throwing some hits. The shots are 3-1 Canada 3 minutes in, and we would continue to see shots at about that rate throughout the game. The Czechs press at 3.5 minutes, but Canada's shot blocking, so many shot blocks, including Thompson getting dinged by one. He'd come back into the game. But yeah, those shot blocks are taking their toll. Canada has a day off tomorrow. They need it. A lot of ice packs, I think, for those kids. Othman was down. There's a 5-minute boarding call. They did a review on that. It stands. It's 5 in a game for Chmelashes, or Chmelash. Chmelash? Anyways, I know if it's AR, it's Ash in Czech. So anyways, it looked like the nose was broken for Othman, but his face bounced off the ice. It was not a pretty hit. So the review shows it's 5 in a game. McTavish is then denied during that power play, which leads to a shorthanded rush. And there's that ping. And you ask yourself, was that the post in the middle at the back of the net? It was. So the play goes on for a bit, but you hear the horn as soon as the whistle sounds. And when you hear that horn, you know it's a goal. So it is a shorthanded goal, the first one in this tournament, scored by the Czechs to go up 1-0. Rashavi with the goal from Kos at 5:10. Like I said, first shorthanded goal of the tournament, and then Canada looks to answer. Remember, this is a 5-minute power play, but Sahanek, absolutely amazing game by Sahanek in this one. He holds as Canada's cycling. The Czechs do clear it out. Stankoven whiffs on one. The Czechs clear it again. Cormier has a blast that saved. The rebound's cleared. Sealy then has a shot that's blocked. A blast by Stankoven is held as the major counts down. We're into the final minute of that major penalty. Canada has yet to score, of course. So it's killed off. There were 6 shots. So Sahanek earning his pay today. Earning, whether that's a per diem, whatever the pay might be for World Junior kids. He earned it today. Canada then presses with 9.5 minutes left. Bedard was denied from in close. Bedard not able to get a goal today, but he had his opportunities. And there's more pressure by Canada after that. Sahanek is really the story to this point, as Czechia are up 1-0. The shots are 15-3 with 7.5 minutes left. So while there's a lot of shots for Canada, they were on pace for over 70 at this point in the game. Forster's denied next. Gut then had a rush chance that was saved. Canada clears it out. Johnson was robbed in close of what would have been a sure goal. And that leads to fans just absolutely stunned. But not long after, at 16:44, Canada ties it. It's McTavish, that's the Ducks hat, from Thompson and Sealy. That's the 20th shot by Vancouver, by the Canadian team. It's in Edmonton. There's no reason for me to throw Vancouver in there. It's not even a Vancouver prospect. But anyways, 20th shot, it's screened, deflected in. So it went in off McTavish's knee, I believe. Urban then had a rush chance that was saved. Johnson's then robbed again as Canada presses. And Johnson remembers this. So the puck ends up behind the net. Johnson puts it on a stick. Michigan's it right in there. So that makes it 2-1 Canada. Stankoven with the assist at 19 minutes. And it was a scrambly goal, as most of the Michigans are. This is a play that we're seeing more and more. Logan Cooley tried to pull that off for the U.S. earlier today too. Wasn't able to get it. But again, with these young, talented kids that are coming up now, this is just a regular shot. It's a hockey play, and it worked for Johnson there. Urban then has a rush chance that's saved after that. Bedard couldn't go through the Czech defense on a rush. Probably looked at the clock and thought, I'll try to go through everybody. Not able to do it. So after the first period, it's 2-1 Canada, where it looked like the Czechs might be able to steal it early. By the time it's 2-1 Canada, you realize that the Czechs are up against it. Second period, Garand is tested early again on a rush. Hauser's denied the other way. Johnson nearly adds one. The save's made there. Desnoyers has a net feed this block. The Czechs cleared out. Gregg was robbed on a fast break. Canada, though, they get a power play. Now, remember, they had the 5 minute in the first period. They don't waste any time in the second. It takes 5 seconds. So I don't know if they just said anything to them in between periods or what it was, but Ridley Gregg with the goal from Sealy and Cormier at 4:48. So Sens fans, it looks like you've got a keeper here. Now, World Junior success doesn't necessarily translate to the National Hockey League. This is a reality of the World Juniors, but Greg's playing really well, and that can only bode well, right? It's not like you look and go, well, great, he's good at the World Juniors. That's terrible. Not really. That was the 30th shot on net as well, and it's only 4:48 into the second period. So really, Sahanek's just absolutely under siege. Canada then presses for another, but the Czechs come out with a power play. There's a shorthanded 2-on-1. Cooley has a chance that's saved. Sturck has a shot that's blocked. The power play's killed off, and thanks to the shot blocking by Canada, no shots actually end up on the net. Dufour then had a net feed that was defended. Canada's in complete control at this point. Near miss for Johnson as Canada presses. Every time Johnson's line's on the ice today, absolutely fantastic. So if you're a Columbus fan, Johnson, you got to be excited seeing what you're seeing in this tournament. Forster then hits the side of the net, but McTavish gets his second goal of the game from Bedard and Thompson at 11:05. It's a great fast break goal. He put it through the 5-hole. No chance for Sahanek on that one. It is 4-1 Canada, and then Canada presses for another. There's a post for Dufour on a rush. Canada passes the 40 shot mark with 6 minutes left in the second period, showing just how much their goaltender meaning Czech, are just absolutely under siege at this point in the game. Although the Canadians wouldn't get a shot for about the last 5 minutes, not on net. So Czechs net crash, but Garand holds. Canada shot blocks then as the Czechs press. Things get pushy after an offside by Canada. And in the closing seconds, the Czechs had a good press, could not get shots. Again, Canada shot blocking, tons of it in this game. So after 2 periods, it's 4-1 Canada, but the real star of this seems to be the shot blocking defense by Canada. So the third period, Gut is denied early. Sabrango shot blocks with his hand on a slapper too. I would not recommend that. Sabrango has been a very good defensive defenseman for Team Canada in this tournament. Maybe don't use your hand for those shot blocks, especially when you're up 4-1. Greg then has a fast break. The save was made on that. Bedard was denied, and we get more pressure by Canada. McTavish had a rush chance kicked aside, and honestly, I thought Canada kind of dialed it back a bit in the third period, that they took it a little easier, but then at 7:39, they get that fifth goal. It's Forster. He gets his first, and honestly, he earned that here. Forster from Johnson and Stankoven at 7:39. So Kent Johnson's on the board, Forster with the goal, Stankoven with his second assist of the game. And honestly, that line was just lethal in this game. Absolutely fantastic line. So, see, they kind of shut down the Bedard line. Doesn't matter. Canada's got a lot of weapons. So, I will say this. The goal song they used for Canada is Can't Stop by Red Hot Chili Peppers. I'm over it. It is weird because I like the song. I do. I like the song a lot, but as a goal song, not as much. But that's me. Anyways, just one of those things that when you're watching a game that's lopsided, the goal song will kind of get stuck in your head a bit, and there you go. And again, it's a song I like, but All right, Cormier has a chance saved as Canada's seeking more. With 9:21 left, the Czechs get a power play, and Canada brings out the shot blocking. They're up 5-1. You know, it's one of those times where in a tournament like this, I would say, you know what, if they stop with all the shot blocking because they don't want anybody to get hurt for the next game, I kind of understand that. Although goal differential is big in a tournament like this as a tiebreaker, but still, the shot blocking, they kill it off. No shots allowed against the Czechs. Much larger crowd as well. I wanted to make mention of it here. The mood, the feeling in the building was much better. Who knew that if you had these games on a weekend, people would show up because they're not at work and all that fun stuff. So yeah, much better attendance today for this game. And I think it made a difference to the energy level on the ice. Things get pushy then after a Sahanek save. Johnson has a rush chance that's held, but Canada wins this one 5-1. They stay undefeated in the tournament. Of course, we're getting set for the medal round, which begins, I believe, on Tuesday or Wednesday. Anyways, the shots in this one: 23-9 Canada in the first, 18-6 Canada in the second, 16-8 Canada in the third. Like I said, they kind of let up. Final shots are 57-23 for Canada. The players of the game for the Czech Republic or Czechia, and again, everybody's calling it Czechia now, Thomas Sahanek. So Sahanek ends up being player of the game. I've talked about this in previous reviews as well. For the teams that that are overwhelmed by the really good teams, usually the goaltender ends up being the star of the game for that team that's been overwhelmed the whole game. And it's not to say that they're not good goaltenders, just I think it makes them stand out because they make all kinds of saves. Jack Thompson was the player of the game for Canada. He had the assist, but he had shot blocks and just played really solid defensive game. So all the best to Jack Thompson. So there you go. Hopefully, whichever prospect you cheer for, who's on your team, is on the board and playing well. So there you go. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below as always. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you're browsing your way through. You just happened upon this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, for all your support. I will talk to you again soon.